Hello again, my friends. Welcome back to the series of videos about beginner's card play. We're looking at board 18 from the set B at BBO's Bridge Master. 6 no trumps. And this is another close cousin of boards 15, 16, and 17. Review those videos if you don't have them quite in your mind right now. Again, the focus is the club suit, and we want to lose only one trick there, because if we lose two, then 6 on trump is gone. And we have 10 clubs, and what is the right play? Now, the only way we must lead from weakness towards strength. That's first rule of card play. And if West plays any honor, the ace or the queen, the hand is over. Because you have 10 clubs, there are only 3 missing. If he plays the queen, then the king will cover it, and you lose only to the ace. If he plays the ace, you play low, and either East will show out, and then you have marked finesse against West's queen, or East will follow suit, in which case the queen will fall in the next round. It will be the only club missing. So if he plays either the ace or the queen, you're home. If he discards, you're home also in a different way. You're dead, because East has ace queen, so you're dead. So the main thing to be concerned about is if he plays the 6, that's the missing link. This is the position that you should be thinking about. He didn't discard, he didn't play an honor. So what is the best honor? And the way to figure out these positions is to count them, to imagine what are the winning cases for each play. You have 2 plays. You can either play the king or the jack. All the lower cards are equivalent, of course. And consider the possible distributions. If West has a singleton, then East has ace queen, and you're dead. Forget about that. If West has 2 clubs, then East has only 1. And if this singleton from East is the queen, you should play the king. If this singleton is the ace, you should play the jack. So this is a tie. When East has only 1 club, you are on your own. You have to guess the right card to play. Again, if you play the king, you're hoping for East to have the queen. If you play the jack, you're hoping for East to have the ace. But if East has 0 clubs, then you have to play the jack, and that's a tiebreaker. So again, to recap, once West played the 6, East can have 0, 1, or 2 clubs. If East has 2 clubs, they are the ace and the queen, and you are dead. If he has 1 club, both plays tie, because his singleton is either the queen or the ace, and you should play accordingly. So you're on a straight guess if you know that he has only 1. But there is still the case in which he has 0, and if he has 0, you have to play low, because West has ace, queen, and 6, and if you play the king, he will be left with the ace and the queen. So you play low, get back to your hand, because he had 0. That's a tiebreaker, remember? And Bridge Master is always instructive. And repeat your club finesse, and now your clubs are good. Let's see, board 19. A different theme. The theme of the clubs is gone. Now we have 5 hearts. This is a fun hand. We have 3 spade losers straight away, and so we can lose no further tricks after this start. We have no losers in clubs or in diamonds, but we have a possible loser in hearts. But this loser can be dealt with via a finesse. So basically, our hope is that East will have the king of hearts. And so that said, let's follow the first few tricks to see how play will develop. They ran 3 tricks and switch it to clubs. We need to get to dummy to do our heart finesses, right? So now we'll try our finesse, and notice what happened. You had 9 hearts. There are 4 hearts missing, and West showed out in the first round, meaning Ace has all four hearts. So you have to finesse 3 times to capture his king fourth. You already did it once, now you're doing it twice. But now you have to get to dummy again to finesse for the third time. Can you see the entry to dummy? There is an entry there if you look closely. It goes against the grain, but there is no reason other than, let's say, conservatism and your lack of acquaintance with positions like this. To sometimes this creates a block for a beginner, but you can get to dummy by roughing something there, because that's the only way to get there. And the only card that you can rough there is this. It's a winner, but who cares? It's more important for you to win it in dummy than for you to win it in your hand. It doesn't matter to you whether you win it in dummy or in your hand for your trick total, but it does matter for you to be able to repeat the finesse. So this was your third finesse, and now your fourth heart will draw out the king, and the hand is over. So, did you ever rough a winner before? Perhaps this was your first case. Let's move on to board 20. 4 hearts. Let's see the dummy. Okay. This is an interesting hand. Again, let's count winners and losers. The spade lead gave us a second spade winner, right? We started with 1, but now that the lead runs towards our ace queen, we know that we'll make both the ace and the queen regardless of who has the king. We have 2 spade winners. We have, after losing the ace and the king of hearts, we'll make 4 more hearts, that's 6. We have apparently 3 diamonds, but they are blocked. So let's be careful about counting those. But apparently we have 3 diamonds. So 4 hearts, 3 diamonds 7, 2 spades 9, and 1 club is 10. After losing the ace of clubs and the ace of king of hearts. So what is the big deal? We need 10, right? Well, the big deal is that they are threatening to establish a 4th loser. You have 3 top losers, ace and king of hearts and ace of clubs. But if you let them establish a spade trick, you will not be able to avoid losing ace and king of hearts, ace of clubs, and the 3rd spade trick, which is 4, which is 1 too many. So you have to dispose of this spade loser. How can you do that? By discarding it on a diamond, right? You have ace and queen of diamonds and the king of diamonds in dummy to discard the 5 of spades. But plan ahead. How can you do that? You need to do the following things. You need to unblock the diamonds. You need to get to dummy. You need to discard your spade in a diamond winner. And how many times will you lose the lead in this process? Once. You lose the lead to the ace of clubs. So what does that mean is, since they are already taking away one of your spade stoppers, if you try to draw trumps, they will have the time to establish their 3rd spade winner. Projected. You win the spade lead, you lead trumps, they play a spade, you lead trumps, they cash a spade, and you didn't discard anything. So the theme here is to avoid leading trumps prematurely, because this would give them the time to establish their 3rd spade. So you unblock the diamonds and lead a club. You may think this is risky, but it truly is not, because this is the only chance you have. If you lead trumps, you know that you will go down. So you're actually playing for the only chance. If there's no ruff with a low card here, you're home. And there wasn't. Now you can draw trumps at last. You lost this one, and you'll still lose the ace of hearts. So the theme here was to realize the urgency of unblocking diamonds and getting an entry to dummy to discard your loser before you started to draw trumps. So drawing trumps sometimes must be postponed because you want to rough something in dummy That's probably the most likely reason for postponing drawing trumps. But this one that was exemplified with this deal is also important, one in which you have to some urgent matter that must be dealt with before drawing trumps. In this case, discarding a loser. Thank you and see you next video.